Hello, everyone. The Constantine speaking. The number one artist on the planet is here. The Con Cyber, the Cyber Samurai, the Cyber King is awake. Meet the most spectacular game you ever seen. Wrath of Magic, trading card game is created. The TCG card game. The worm. In the bottom side, you can notice the creator, the Overcodex, and the artist, the Sorcerer Constantine. In the left side, I will present you the main character from the game. His name is Danshi, the hero of the Blue Waves, with the most powerful creatures from his deck. I will present you the legendary King Bamwal. Born by the most deep and frozen darkness from the abyss, the most aggressive and dangerous water that slices the earth, the planet wave that bind everything by across around, the ancient king from the world's begin is awake. Meet the last monster you'll ever seen. I call forth the last Leviathan from the ancient world. I call forth the legendary king Bamwal. In the right side, I will present you the villain of the game. The fourth volume start with me, the Concyber. I am the failure. My world died long time ago. Nothing remained, no hopes, and just darkness. The destroyed world, the dead city, that nonsense reality. The last chaos spark start to ignite in my soul. The ultimate cyber dragon is charged. Rise, rise beyond the hell and light. Slice the dimension and destroy the time. Electrify. The last cyber dragon is ready to emerge. Attacks with the antimatter and stream. This nonsense world, it's over. Now I will present you three important ideas that create, that make the mechanic of the game super strong. The game structure consists in three strong points. We have first 9 magic elementals that represent the old civilization from the game. However, one of them, the tech, is one artificial elemental created by the Concyber from his cyber cell, and this element is totally different from the others. And in the last, I will present you the rank system. Are 10 ranks in totally in the game. Now, I'm honored to present you in our frame of the game those 9 magical elementals that represent the civilization of the game. So, in the top, in the left side, you can notice here the fire magical elemental represented by a small symbol, a small red symbol that represents the flame that burns everything and always in the game. The magic fire elemental in the left side, but in the bottom corner of the frame, I will show you the water magical elemental, represented by a little symbol, a little blue symbol, like a drop of water. In the right side, I will present you, in the top of the frame, the magical air elemental. So, you can notice the color blue and green of this little elemental that represent the wind, the air, magical elemental. So, and you can see in the right side, in the bottom of the corner of our frame, our magical frame of the game, the magical earth elemental represented by a little symbol that contain a part from our earth. In the left side, I present you one of the most hidden, of the most feared magical elemental from the game, the darkness, the dark magical elemental represented by a small school, a small dark school that represent the powerful energy of the darkness. In the right side, in the middle, I will represent you the magical light elemental, a small symbol that represent many light that are positioned in like a cycle, and in the middle of them is a thunder that strike the light itself. It's impressive symbol, also like the others. So in the center of the card, in the middle of the frame, I present you the most iconic and most powerful magical elemental from the game, the magical cosmic elemental, the power of the space, the power of the universe, the dark energy and the light energy that run everything. So, now, in the bottom of the frame, in the middle, I present you one of the most interesting elements from the game, the time magical element that represent the all, begin, the present, the future, and also the past in the game. In any order you can see them, the time control everything. So, in the last part of my creation, I will present you the tech magical elemental, the tech artificial elemental, because this is not a magical elemental. You can see it like a tech artificial elemental. So, the tech, one of the most powerful magic elemental or artificial elemental from the game, the tech created by the Cyber Cell. Now, I will present you the one of the most impressive, the most iconic criteria from our game, the hat of the game. So, you can see here the 5 symbols that represent on each magical stage. So, magical stage 0, no energy. Magical stage 1, just 1 energy. Magical stage 2, only 2 energy. Magical stage 3, already you have here 3 energy. And magical stage 4, a full energy charged magical stage. So, you can see them now. In our game, there are in totally 5 magical stage. From magical stage 0 to magical stage 4. You can see them as energy generator that charge up with the help of other monsters from the battlefield. The red bright color means that the magical stage is charged with an energy. For example, magical stage 1. And also the gray color of the symbol mean that magical stage is not charged with no energy. For example, the magical stage 0. It contains no energy. So the magical stage, the all 5 magical stage, these mechanics is actually the heart of the game, the heart of our game. Oh, the What of Magic TCG card game. It is a revolutionary mechanic that exceeds all the imagination, taking the WOM to another level in the card game world. Now, I will present you the rank of a monster. So, you can see here in my pick, there are in totally 10 magical symbols. So, in our game, we have in totally 10 rank. So, we have monsters that have rank from rank 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 rank. This rank represent, in fact, the power of a monster. So, uh, for example, the rank system is used in the Wrath of Magic game to create relation between the strategy, between the type of a monster, between the strike monster, between the monster and the card from a strategy deck, from a specialized deck, and also it's a symbol that is look very cool. The game battlefield. Now I will present you the battlefield, the battle zone of the card. So the place where the monster and the magical card they can bite and cast each other. So 1 point. So the deck, in the deck are the monster card and the magical card that create a relationship for um, for a strategy. So we have here a weaker monster and also stronger monster, and also many type of magical hex and magical trig. In the number 2 um, are represented the stride deck. The stride deck is a place where you put first time before to start the game the most powerful monster from the game are monsters that cannot be easy summoned. So you can use the main deck to can summon this type of monster. We have here 4 type of monster and you'll see in the next page. 3. The monster zone. The zone where you can place the monster by preparing for the battle phase, and also you can activate the effect of them. So the monster zone are represented by in totally 5 places. 4. Magic zone. The magic zone are in totally for each player the 5 place in which you can put magic trig, also magic hex to cast them. 5 is the grave zone, represent the graveyard, the cemetery of the monster that are destroyed by battle or card effect. And the last 6 is the remove zone, is a void zone from the space that all the monster can be used in the game, and it's really very hard to make them to come back in the game. In this page I will present you here the game battlefield zone, the board game. So we have here the all these points that I explained you in the last page. So number 1 represent the deck, number 2 the stride deck, number 3 the monster zone. So you can see here are in totally for each player 5 places for the monster zone, and also for the magic zone are in totally also represented here 5 place zone for magic hex and also magic trig, number 5 the grave zone, and number 6 the remove zone. The game phases of the game. In our game we have in totally 6 phases. Number 1, I will start with the first. So the draw phase. In this phase a respective player can draw only one card. Here are very rare and very special the situation in which some card activate their effects. Number 2, standby phase. In standby phase are activated some effect by some special condition of the cards. Number 3, the main phase 1. In the main phase 1, the player can activate it any effect of a card and also can call a monster or cast a magical card. Number 4, the battle phase. In the battle phase, the monsters start to battle between them. First, the player can declare an attack and also to choose a monster from the opponent field and attack him. So, in this battle phase, when two monster battle, something very special it will be happen. Magical battle damage it will be applied between life points of the respective player. So the main phase 2. In the main phase 2, a player can activate any effect of a card, can call monster and also cost magic card. Is a similar phase with main phase 1, but if you colored some monster in main phase 1, it is possible to cannot call the same number of monster in main phase 2. And also in the end, I will present you the end phase. The respective player declare the end of his turn. The two players start their battle. So you can see here many type of card. We have here monster from the stride deck. Also we have magical card. So magic hex and magic trig. That pink color represent the magic hex. and that card with green color represent the magic trig. You can see them magic hex like some spell and magic trig like some traps in the game. At the beginning of the game, each player starts with 6 cards. First player that start the game cannot attack in the first turn. This is logical. So, and also he can't draw card in the first turn, and the second player can draw a card, but he can attack in his first turn. So we can see here in the right side of the board the deck, the main deck, in the left side of the board the stride deck. In my cemetery, in my grave zone, I have an hex and many other cards. An hex spell name was Lamp of Evil. In the left side is my remove zone. I have the Magnopole Dragon. In the battlefield, I have a monster with a godly name. We have the Sigma monster, Geras Dragon, Resonate monster, a monster from the stride deck also, Magnotar Dragon. In the left side of him we have the Kranska Timer, a monster from the deck, and also a monster orc from my deck. In the magic zone I have here 2 magic hex, a Sigmo spell, a Sigmo magic hex. We have here the magic strike, a magic hex also, and here a magic trig, Ogre Trap. So in the battlefield of my opponent, you can see in their grave zone the baby leaf dragon, a dragon with a rank 3, and also I want to cast a magic card. I must use my magical card from my hand. For example, I want to cast a magic hex. I will choose a magic hex from my hand. I will place it in the magical zone, and also I will cast it. So I activate the effect. Also magical hex that are activated, and after they will go to the grave zone, and also some magical hex, for example continuous, infinite magical hex, or cycle magical hex that can remain on the field. Some of them can remain just temporary. The magical trig are casted in the same way as magical hex, but a player, for example I can activate a magical trig only during the turn of my opponent. Okay. Also, for example, now I will show you an example for a battle between 2 monsters. So a battle phase. Now I will choose a monster. For example, I will choose my monster, Magnotar Dragon, and I want to declare an attack with my monster. First, before I will choose a monster from my opponent field, I want to choose the Leafstone Dragon, and I will declare an attack with Magnotar Dragon. So, Magnotar Dragon, attack the Leafstone Dragon with the Fire Rage Blast! And after all this, the Leafstone Dragon is destroyed. Because my attack of Magnotar Dragon is greater than the Leafstone Dragon attack, my opponent will lose will lose the life points according to our system to calculate the battle damage. Also, you can see in the board, in our magical board, that some monsters are placed, are switched into defense position. So a monster can be placed. So when you call a monster, when you summon a monster, that means from your hand you can place that monster into attack position or in defense position. When a monster is destroyed in attack position, that player can lose battle damage, life points according to our system for calculate battle damage, and also if that monster is in the defense position, you don't lose any life points. Some cards, some monster or magical card can activate their effects. For example, I want to call from my hand the Krangska timer. I will normal call from my hand the Krangska timer. You can only normal call a monster once per turn. For example, I can call Krangska timer during my main phase 1 or during my main phase 2. So now I can activate the Krangska timer effect. Some cards can activate their effects from graveyard, from grave zone. Another can activate effects from your hand and also from the remove zone. For example, I want to activate Magical Strike to destroy a monster with lowest attack from my opponent battlefield. I will choose the Magic Strike from my hand. And also you must know here, to activate a Magic Hex from your hand, you must have at least one place from the Magic Zone empty. So I have a Magic Zone empty and I put in that place the Magic Strike and cast it. And Magic Strike destroy the monster of my opponent with the lowest attack. If tied, the opponent can choose his monster and destroy it, and after say into his grave zone. So Ogre Trap, for example, if my opponent attack me with the legendary King Bamwal, I can activate during his turn the Ogre Trap, and also I can destroy the legendary King Bamwal. This is the magic trick, the Ogre Trap that can be activated during the opponent turn. Now usually the tricks card, the magical tricks, can be activated during only your opponent turn, but are some special card, some special magic trick that can activate their effect also during my turn. But you'll see in the next chapter of my presentation. Now I will present you the basic structure of the game. In our game we have cards, so it is a trading CG card game. So we have cards, and the cards contain monster and magic cards. Now I will start you to explain through this example a monster from the deck, from the main deck. So we have here a monster from the deck. Goblo, the Cosmical Mage. It is a monster with magical stage 1, rank 3, and the magical elemental is Cosmic. So it is about a very powerful monster through his effect. A Spellcaster type monster. You can see the effect here. During the turn you normal call or charge call this monster, you can use it as a tribute monster only to charge call Spellcaster type monster. Once per turn you can remove one hex spell, that magic card, an hex spell, or you can name it magic hex, from your grave zone. Then target one monster on the field and increase or decrease that target magic stage by 1 point until the end of that turn. This is the amazing effect. So you can see here the attack of the monster 30,000 points and the defense of monster 16,000 points. Now the structure of a card is represented by few symbols. So in the left side you know already the magical stage. In the right side the magic elemental, the type of the monster, that the system based by attack and defense of the monster, the rank points of the monster, the rank of monster, and also the text effect. So, the summon of a monster. In our game are three very interesting methods to summon a monster. To summon a monster is named in our game calling a monster. So, we have the normal call. It is a basic method to call a monster. So, we have the charge call of a monster. The charge call of a monster, it is a method that use the magic stage system, and it is an advantage method to call a monster and represent a method that use attribute monster. It is the heart of the game. And also the overcall of a monster. That means the special summon, the special call of a monster. Now you can see here in the pic an example for a normal call of a monster. I will present you here a spellcaster type monster with magical stage 1, rank 4, darkness, magic elemental. A monster with effect, un test effect that represents the style of a spellcaster. When you normal call or charge call this monster from your hand, you can add a spellcaster type monster from your deck to your hand. If that monster rank is 6 or lower, you can overcall it by discarding one hex spell from your hand. You can see the attack of a monster 1500 and the defense 1700. So, if I want to normal call the Bear Hex Magician, I must summon it, so call it during my main phase 1 or also during my main phase 2. But you can call you can't call two normal monster in one turn. For example, if I call the Bear Hex Magician during my main phase 1, I will not call after I will not normal call after a normal monster during the main phase 2. Okay. So, now I will present you our method to charge call a monster. We have here three monsters. So, I have in the middle top a monster card with magic stage 2, rank number 5. The magic element of the monster is fire, a dragon effect type monster. In the left side we have the Marine Bloom, a magic stage 1 monster with rank 3, aqua magic elemental monster, a seaweed type effect monster. And in the right side we have the Shingama Golden, a monster with magical stage 1 and rank 4 with a magical elemental light. Okay, good. So I can normal call the Marine Bloom easy, and also I can normal call the Shingama Golden easy because their magic stage and their rank point are lower. So magic stage is 1 and the rank point is maximum 4. So I have the Turtle Dragon in my hand, logically, and I select a monster on my field that was a normal colored this turn, the Marine Bloom for example. This monster is considered now a tribute monster. Another monster on my field can give it a magic stage. For example, Shingama Golden can give to Marine Bloom a magical stage. A monster can only send to other monster just one magical stage. And after the magic stage of Marine Bloom, it will be 2, equal to the magic stage of Turtle Dragon. Now, I will charge call the Turtle Dragon from my hand by sacrifice the tribute monster, the Marine Bloom. Each monster on the field can only generate just one magic stage. The third method to call a monster, it is the overcall. So, overcall a monster means a special summoning that can be done by any other effects or any effect of monster card or magic card, so any effect of the cards. I will present you now an example of a monster that can be overcalled. And here we have the Leaf Defender, a magical stage 1 monster, rank 4. Magical element is Earth. That we have here a plant effect type monster. When your opponent declare an attack, this is a trigger effect, or you can name it quick effect or flash effect. You can overcall this monster from your hand and negate that attack. Then at your choice of your opponent, you can destroy that monster and gain half of its original attack as life points. The attack this monster is 1800 and the defense 900. In the left side, I will present you one of the most important characters from our game is the Fea of the Green. So now I will show you the Strike monster. Strike monster are the most powerful monster from our game that you only can call them from your strike deck. So we have 4 type of extra deck monster, strike monster. So fuse monster, evo monster, resonate monster, and sigma monster. So we have here the fuse monster, the first type monster, the first strike monster from the strike deck. To fuse call a monster from your strike deck, you need to sacrifice the listed material monster on the respectively card. So now I will present you the method to fuse call a monster from the strike deck. One of the most legendary strike monster, a fuse monster from our game is Leafstorm Dragon. It is a monster card with magical stage 2 and rank 6 and also magic elemental of wind. A dragon type effect monster with an attack 2400 and defense 1800. In left side you can see a monster with rank 3 and magical stage 1, magic elemental of wind, baby leaf dragon. In the right side you can see a magical stage 0 monster with leaf warrior, magical stage is 0, so magical stage is 1 for the baby leaf dragon. So leaf warrior contain only one rank and the element is magical element of earth. It is a plant type resonator monster and a small attack and a small defensive. So to fuse call the Leafstorm Dragon, I must to sacrifice the listed material monster on the card. And now I will present you how I will call the Leafstorm Dragon from the strike deck to my field. I have on my field Baby Leaf Dragon and Leafstorm Dragon. So the great green storm in the wind of power, the calling of sharp leaves, one of the most dangerous and feared dragon in the world. The wheel chain of nature were broken, and the majestic king of forests raged to rise from darkness to appear. Baby Leaf Dragon, Leaf Warrior fused together to form a new life. I call forth the green emerald of life, the Leaf Storm Dragon. Now I will present you the method to evoke a monster from your strike deck. So first I will present you an example with a monster from the strike deck, the legendary King Bamwal. You can see also in the right side the keeper of the Leviathan specialized deck, Danshi of the Blue Waves. So to call an Evo monster, you must sacrifice a specified material monster listed on the respective card and other monster that have the same rank as it. So now I will present you an example to evoke a monster from your strike deck. I will present you the legendary King Bamwal, a monster from the strike deck, an Evo monster with magical stage 4, so it full magical stage of energy. And we have the rank equal to 10. Magical element is water. It is type Leviathan effect monster with a very big system based on attack and defense. So the attack is 40-0-0 and the defense 32-0-0. In the left side you can see the legendary Maroon, a Leviathan type monster card with magical stage 1 and rank 4. In the middle you can see the specified monster card listed on the legendary King Bamwal. The legendary King Bamwal need a specified material monster. So that's it. Legendary Bamwal, a monster with rank 4, type of type Leviathan monster, and the magic stage is 1, and also magic element is aqua. In the right side you can see the King Infant, a magical stage 1 monster, rank 4, and the type Leviathan monster. So to call the legendary King Bamwal, I need to sacrifice the legendary Bamwal, so that is the specified monster listed on the legendary King Bamwal, and also to sacrifice those two other monsters with the same rank at the legendary Bamwal. Now I will present you the style to summon the legendary King Bamwal. So, born by the most deep and frozen darkness from the abyss, the most aggressive and dangerous waters that slice the earth, the planetary waves that bind everything in space and time by cross around. The ancient king from the world's beginning is awake. Meet the last Leviathan you'll ever see. I call forth my destiny, the legendary King Bamwal. So, the Resonate Monster. Resonate Monster is a type monster that is from the Stride deck monster. Is one of the most powerful monster from the game. So, in the left side we can see the Magnotor Dragon, in the right the keeper of the Magnetic Dragon, the Magno Dragon, name it Ranjin. So, to call a Resonate monster from your stride deck, you need to sacrifice a certain number of material monsters determined by rank, magical stage, type, and any others criteria that can be chosen for a monster, but only one of them must be a resonator monster. So I will present you now an example to resonate call a monster from your stride deck. We have here a resonate monster from the stride deck named Magnotor Dragon. It is a monster from the stride deck that have magical stage 3 that contain rank 8, a magical elemental of earth. It is a dragon type effect monster with a big attack and big defense. So 20, an attack of 25-0-0 and a defense of 20-0-0. You can see the resonate call here, resonate monster with a non-resonator monster. So, in the left side, you can see the Magnopole Dragon. It is a monster with magical stage 1, rank 3, magical element of earth, a dragon type resonator effect monster. And in the right side, a magic stage 2 monster, warrior type monster with rank 6, golden knight, shine heart. So, to resonate call the Magnotor Dragon, you need to sacrifice a resonated monster that mean the Magnopole Dragon and also another monster that mean the Golden Knight Shineheart. So now I will resonate call the Magnotor Dragon. The dragonic rage of the flame that burned everything in a way, fury to strife in the roar of fire, the red vermilion dragon is released. The pulse of most powerful magnetic energy fly over beyond the world and thunders. My pulse, take fly, Magno, turn dragon. To Sigmo call a monster. First I must tell you a Sigmo monster is a monster from the stride deck. Okay, so we have here in the left side one of the most iconic and most powerful Sigma monster from our game, Gear Rust Dragon. In the right side, the Gear Keeper character, the Jair. And so, now I will tell you how to Sigma call a monster. So, to Sigma call a monster, you have to use a magic hex named Sigma and also the material monster to have in totally the sum of rank equal to the rank of that Sigma monster. Now I will present you an example of Sigma calling of my monster from the stride deck. So I will present you the Gearas Dragon. It's a monster with magical stage 4, so we have here a full magical stage of energy, rank 9 and tech element. The magical element tech, or you can call it the artificial element. It is a monster with robo dragon type effect and a big attack 3300 and very big also defense points 3100. So we have in the left side a monster with rank 3 magic stage 1 gear enforcer magic element of earth, a machine type monster. In the middle we have the gear vehicle magic stage 1 rank points to monster and earth magical element, a machine type effect monster. In the right side we have the tool master, a magic stage 1 rank 4 monster and take artificial element in the right. So we have also machine type effect monster. So to call the Gear Rust Dragon from my stride deck, first I must activate or cast from my hand a magic card, a magic hex card named Sigma. So after I must to check if the sum of rank for the material monster are equal to the rank of Sigma monster that I want to call it from the stride deck. So the Gearas Dragon have the rank equal to 9. The rank, the sum rank of material monster is 3 add 2 add 4. So in total 9 equal to the rank of Gearas Dragon. So in this situation I can call from the stride deck the Gear Rust Dragon. The rust sparkle that have lost in the iron dust bind every part together and shine to form a new engine world. Rotate in the sense of victory. Go, my very soul friend, mechanical friend. I call forth Gear Rust Dragon. So, now I will present you the magic cards. In our game, we have two type of magic card. First, I will present you the magic hex, like you saw before, and also magic trig. Magic hex you can consider it like a magic spell, and magic trig you can imagine it like a magic trap. So, magic hex. To cast a magic hex, you just must to declare the cost and also put it face up in the magic zone. It's important you have at least one magical zone empty for this. A magic trig. To cast a magic trig, you must to declare the cast and put it face up in the magic zone. The normal trig can only be activated at your opponent turn. Are some special trig also that can be activated in any time of the game. Now I will present you monster position. In a home game, a monster can be placed or switched only into type of position. So we have here an example of a monster that is in the left side in attack position, and in the right side it is in a defense position. So Quan Golem, it is a monster with magical stage 1 with um, rank 4 and the magical element of earth. A rock type effect monster. Now I'll read the effect of the monster to understand better why I choose it for this example, the Quan Golem. While this monster is in defense position, your other attack position golem type monster you control gain the attack equal to this monster attack, so that is impressive. So if you think the attack is not so big, but if you can use other card effects to increase this effect, with this effect the attack of this monster, you can also send this attack to other monster on the field. When this monster is sent to the grave zone as a result of battle, you can overcall one rank 2 or lower golem monster from your deck. So it's a good backup strategy to survive from a respective turn. Also, you can see in defense position. So, just I choose this monster because also this monster make is its first effect while this monster is into defense position. Here you'll see one of my favorite monster from home game, Cyberlord Dragon, in the left side, and in the right side you see the villain, the Khun Cyber, the keeper of the Cyber Dragon deck. In the last page, I want to tell you our game is in fact structured by many specialized deck, and first I will present you in generally our monster, our card, but after a while you'll see our game is based much on a specialized game because it's more interesting and more dynamic to see the relations between the monster and card effect also. Here you can see Danshi, the hero of the Blue Waves, with his family, the Levia Hood formation. It is a specialized deck built by only one type of monster, the Leviathans, and it is one of the most powerful deck from the game. Also, in the next clip, you'll see more type of card, more different card, more magic card, more monster card. Thank you for taking the time to watch my video, and I hope you really enjoyed it. I would also appreciate it if you could give me a like and a subscribe. Thank you very much, and always I will do the best for you.